Hello everyone, I would like to welcome you all to FRST 231 Introduction to Biometrics course. This has always been as a distance learning course. That means everything you will be doing online. So I have been teaching this course from 2014. And then I'm also teaching other courses in the Forest Resources Management Department at UBC. I'm also teaching in geomatics, the graduate level course. I'm also teaching at the undergraduate level the forest computer applications, whole sorts of data analysis, and then how to use different software that has been useful in forestry. So in this course, you will be learning many different methodologies in statistics, how we can apply them in biological science, also maybe how we can apply them in forestry, and how we can apply them in different fields. So you will see that we will have a variety of examples. So I created some pages where you can introduce yourself. So I would like to show you and give you a tour of the course. That's why I made this video, and that if you need any kind of help, do not hesitate, let me know. I'm also keeping office hours, so I will show you all these in the course drive. Again, welcome you all. Thank you for joining the course. So let me give you a tour of the course. So if you sign in using your CWL login in at UBC, so that is canvas.ubc.ca. If you go in there, then you can select Forestry 231 and the section is 99C. Then you can see this is the home page of this course. If you go to the home page, you will see that I added when is my office hour. So my office hours weekly is on Friday from noon to 1 p.m. Everything is in Vancouver time. I will also post in here Vancouver time so that it's easier for you to find out what time is it in Vancouver. So I'm keeping office hours only on Friday. Later on, let's say after a few weeks, if I find that this time doesn't work for most of you, then I will talk to you all and select another time. I'm flexible, but it has to be after a few weeks, because first few weeks I would like to see how many people are joining the office hour and then whether there is any problem. After that, you can go to the modules. So you can see there is a module. So in that module page, let me make it bigger for you. Okay. So you will see that there is a welcome message for you. I will also send you an announcement. I prepared that. So maybe on Monday morning, you will, on 11th January, you will receive an email from me, an announcement. So in that message, I actually wrote down all important information that you all need to read. So first of all, you can see that I introduced myself in this video. Also, I wrote down about myself in here, and I created a Piazza page. This is something where you would like to talk to me, also with your classmates, because in online learning it's difficult because you don't get to see each other, you cannot work in person, but you can actually work from wherever you are joining. You can use this platform to communicate with others if you're stuck somewhere, or if you need any help, or if you want to work together. So you can use this tool. To use this tool, you need to sign up. So you can see if you go over there on Piazza, let's say I go to Piazza. Since I already signed in, it's not asking me to sign in. So it will ask you at first to sign in, and you have to add 231 as your access code. So that's the number of the course. I gave the same number, 231. If you go over there, then you will see that I ask you all to introduce yourself. Then you can keep posting in here. And then if you have anything else you would like to ask, so you will see that I posted some quiz 1, quiz 2, quiz 3, and then assignments. So you will see all of them are listed there, or maybe it's related to midterm exam or final exam or anything else. You can create a post. So you can go to new post, and then you can create your own post, and then you can ask other people. So maybe I will be answering to your questions, or maybe someone else will be answering to your question. So that's about the Piazza page. Then office hours, I already talked about it, but if you go to this office hours page, you can see that office hours is on Friday, and then I usually keep more office hours before the midterm and then final exam, so I will post them. During the office hour, you need to join a Zoom session. So you will see that on the navigation bar, you can see all the menus are there. There is a Zoom option. So if you go to Zoom, then you can see that on Zoom, I created many rooms where you can join, and you need to make sure which day you are joining. So you can see that on 15th, I'm keeping the first office hour. That's the first Friday on our first week of classes. So you can see I'm keeping office hours from noon to 1 in Vancouver time. And then next week, so you can see all of them are there. If you would like to make a plan and then talk to any other person in your class, you can talk to them on Piazza. Make a plan when you would like to work with them. So you can work with them on a live session. So you can see I created 2 student cafe, so you can join based on your selected time. Okay, that's up to you whether you want to join or not. So that's about Zoom and how you can join the session. So you will see that I have the course lessons under the modules page. So if you go to modules, let's say go to modules, and then where I kept all of them, so you can see I have the welcome message, office hours, academic integrity. Maybe also read this page. So you will see that what is the academic misconduct, everything I mentioned it. So you need to read this page, and then course overview. You will see that on the course overview, I added what are the lessons. This is not very important, so you can skip that part if you want, but you need to make sure that the other pages, the course schedule, take a look at that one. So in the course schedule, you will see that I posted when you have to submit which assignment. So you can see that by topic, all of them are mentioned there. So January 29th, 12th at 5 p.m. So you have to submit a quiz and then related assignment, and then you will also see that there are some discussion pages where you need to add your questions, answers. And then you can see that the midterm exam is on 23rd February up to 24th. So I always keep one day, let's say 24 hours to cover all time zone. So that's easier for students, I saw in online learning. That's why I kept it open, the exam page, for one day, 24 hours. So you can write it at any time during that period. You can start at your own time, comfortably you can write that, but I'm not available 24 hours. If there is any issue, then you need to let me know and wait for me, and then during my office hours or during my hours of work, I will provide you help. I'll talk about it later, but you need to write down all this due date on your calendar. And final exam will be declared and scheduled by UBC. So you need to wait, I think, until mid-February or end of February. Then they will let us know. And then I will again do the same. Usually I keep it open for 2 days. So I will talk to you. Don't worry about it. After that, we have all the modules. So you can see that we have 10 lessons. So I divided them into 10 lessons. And then this page is sequential. So let's say what I meant by sequential is that lesson 1 is on statistical measures and description of data. So you need to read this page one by one. So let's say we have the overview and then reading and then what are the assignments it's related to. Then you need to go to the commentary. On the commentary we have all the lessons. So this lesson is actually connected with the book chapters. You also need to make sure that you are reading the book chapters. Okay, so this is so important. So which book chapters you need to read, and then which assignment you will be doing, everything is there. So maybe you can relate them with your book chapter. Also you will see that I mentioned it on the assignments page as well. So you can see that sorry, this is not the one, so I will show you later. Okay, so after reading this page, let's say I go in there and then I read this page. After reading this page, you have to mark it's been done. So if I go to the student view, sometimes it's yeah, so you can see as a student view, and then my view and your view is a little bit different. So whenever you are done reading this page and then maybe working on the examples and everything, then you have to say mark as done. So if you say mark as done, then it's easier for you. So let's say I go to the modules again. And then, so you can see there is a tick mark. That means you can keep the sequence, how far you read. Then you can see, yes, I read this part, then I can work on the next one. So next one is the discussion. That means you have to contribute. So you can see that it says that you have to contribute to that page. So related to what you have learned so far from the book chapters and then the commentary. So I added some questions for you. So let me show you what are the questions I added on the first page. So you can see that I added some questions. It's from the statistical measures and description of data. So I say that give examples of 2 variables that you can relate to yourself or your surrounding areas or your school. Example could be age, trees, blah blah blah. So you can see that I gave you some examples. Maybe you can give those examples. And what are they? Are they qualitative or quantitative variables? And then you have to mention that. This is more like in an easier way how you can explain what you have learned so far. And then you can keep writing. So in order to see what other people wrote, you need to answer them first. So if you write your answer in here, and then I'm not going to deduct any marks if anything is wrong. What I will see that whether the comments are meaningful or not. So because if anything is not meaningful or if you skip anything, then you are not going to get the marks. So it's easier to do. You just need to write down your comments for question 1, question 2, question 3. And then you also need to comment on each other's post. So there is a bonus marks. So I added a bonus marks if you respond to each discussion page. So how many discussion pages we have is based on how many lessons we have. So we have 10 lessons. So if you reply to other classmates post their answers, then you will get 2 bonus marks at the end of the term. So let's say in the if it is 100%, and then if you get 80 out of 100 or 85 out of 100, that means 85 plus 2. So I'll add that 2 marks. But you have to make sure that you are responding to each comments at least once. If you are confused about this one, maybe ask me. And then after you are done, then you can submit, and then you will get, for each of those you will get marks. Okay, this is how you are going to work on. So you can see that after 2 lessons, lesson 1 and lesson 2, we have quiz and assignment. So you need to read them, then post your answer to the discussion page. After that, you need to work on the quiz. So quiz is really simple the way I formatted it, so that it's easier for you. And then there are 2 attempts you can take. If you feel like you can do better in the second attempt, then you can take the second attempt. And then you can see how many marks are there. There are many questions I added, so you can respond to those. Usually student gets 100% marks in these quizzes. So after taking once, you can take it next time as well. And then assignment, you can see the assignments are quiz type as well. So in the assignment, you can see again, you can also take 2 attempts. It's up to you. So all the book chapters and then lesson number, everything I mentioned in here. So you can take 2 attempts if you are not happy with the first attempt. You can see that it's quiz type and you need to respond to them. And then sometimes I gave you some notes. So I say that some hints are there. It should be 2 decimals, but even if it's not 2 decimals, it's fine because it's within the range. And then sometimes you will see that it's automatically grading your assignment and it's added 0 marks. Don't be worried because we will be manually checking them just to be sure. So we have graders and then they will be grading them manually. Even if you will see that there is no grade, but we will provide partial marks if the answer is partially correct. Okay, so many types of questions are there, and then after that you can submit, and it can take as long time as you need, but you have to make sure that you are submitting within the due date. So if you don't submit within the due date, I will show you what are the penalty for that. Okay, so that's all about the module. Then let's go to our welcome message page. Okay, so then you can see that we have the textbook. You can keep this textbook and textbooks lessons. So which textbooks lessons we will be using, it's mentioned on the assignment, so maybe you can also relate to them, or if you are confused you can always ask me. I'm available to answer any question you have. Then the syllabus I added on the menu. You can see syllabus is there, or you can go to the syllabus from here as well. So if you open the syllabus, let me make it bigger for you. So you will see that I mentioned when I'm available, and then no office hours during the holidays and reading breaks. I'm not keeping office hours. Most important ones are the discussion page contribution. So you saw that after completing a lesson, and then associated book chapter, then you have to respond to the questions on the discussion page, and then these are peer assisted, so you have to contribute to the page, and then you would be able to see other people's posts after you post them, and you can comment to each other's post. Quizzes, I already talked about it. Assignments, there are 5 assignments, and if you need for any quiz or any assignment, if you need an extension for any reason, you can let me know, and then you don't need to provide any doctor's note. No need, just mention to me that I need some time. I'm totally fine, I will extend it for you, but I cannot extend it for you for a long time. Let's say before the final exam, I need all the assignments, and our graders will be grading them. Also, you will be writing midterm exam, so it will be better for you if you can submit all the assignments that's related to midterm exam ahead of time, so that our graders can provide you some feedback. For quizzes, it's fine, so I'll talk about it a little bit later. Midterm exam and final exam, that's related to lesson 1 and lesson 4 for the midterm exam. So you can see lesson 1 to lesson 4, and then book chapters. So those are, you will see that on the models page I mentioned, also on the assignment page where they are related to those book chapters. Also you will see that the book chapters are related to the lessons as well, so you need to cover that part. And then I'm not going to add the syllabus we have in the midterm exam in the final exam. That means final exam you will be only getting questions from lesson 5 to 10, sorry, not from 1 to 4. So midterm exam up to lesson 4, final exam from 5 to 10. These are open book, and you can keep the textbook. You can keep the hard copies of the tables if you have the textbook, and then the tables are there, so you can keep it. And then if you have a web copy, then you need to, if you really need the book to keep it with you, then you need to have some copies, hard copy. So that's the issue in there. And then, you know, I already mentioned you will be writing the exam. The exam is 60 minutes long, the midterm exam, but I will keep the page open for you for 24 hours. So that's easier for you to select the time. You can keep a cheat sheet, you can keep your textbook, you can keep a calculator, scientific calculator, yes, you can keep that. And the exam will be taken using the Proctorio. So I wrote some Proctorio procedures. So let me show you in the module. If I go to the module, then you will see that under the midterm exam, so what are the midterm exam information? I already wrote it for you. When is the exam, how long is the exam, and then Proctorio, so how you can get yourself prepared for the exam. So I mentioned it here. So you only need Google Chrome browser, and you need to add an extension. That's it. If you need any kind of help, or if you see that Proctorio you cannot use it for any kind of reason, you can always let me know. There are other methods I can use, and I can talk to you, and then I can use them. So it should be fine if you cannot use Proctorio. But then again, students in this course, also in my other courses, they comfortably write it because it's been a while I have been using Proctorio, and I provide all kinds of support. If you can use it or cannot use it, or if there is any issue, there are some ITs are available 24/7, so they can provide you help. Also, I'm here, so do not worry about it. It's not the only option. So how you can write the exam, I mentioned to you all the everything, so you can take a look. Also before the exam I will also post some notes. And then practice exam, I wrote a similar exam in the same format, what you might see in the actual exam. So not the same question, but format is similar. Whenever you are done working on reviewing your syllabus, I would really want you to write the practice exam, so it will be easier for you to write the midterm exam. Okay, so for any reason, if there is any problem, let me know. I'm here to provide help. Students in my course, I will see in the teaching evaluation, and then they feel comfortable working with me. So I try to provide any kind of help that I can provide that you need for your learning. Okay, so the next is in this syllabus. Same procedure for final exam. It's in April, so don't worry about it right now. The textbook and the lessons we have. So you can see this discussion page contribution. I added 10%. So there are 10 discussion pages that you have to contribute. Assignment 20%, quiz 10%, midterm exam 20%, and final exam 40%. So there are also bonus marks. As I said, if you contribute, after contributing to the discussion page, after responding to the question, you can reply to other classmates' answers, and then for contributing to all those pages, there are 10 discussion pages. So if you respond to your classmates post to all of them at least one, let's say at least once, let's say in the discussion page 1 you respond to other people's post, and then discussion page 2 up to 10, if I see that you responded to all 10 at least once, then I will give you 2 bonus marks. If I see that now you actually contributed and then all, but whenever you responded, you only responded to 5 or 6 posts, then you are not going to get that bonus mark. Okay. So you can see all the due dates. I also mentioned in there, try to maintain the due date for the assignment and discussion page, because discussion page is peer based and the assignment is our graders are going to grade them. So it will be easier for us, and then also it's good for you to get the feedback from us. So whenever you are posting your assignment, so on the assignment page, so let's say I'm assignment 1, and then student view, if I go in there, after submission, let me show you something. So if you need to get more detailed information why our graders deducted some marks in some question, then you need to post your question in here. So let me show you in the assignments page. So let's say the one that is available, so all of them are not available. You will see whenever you respond to any submit your assignments, our grader will be grading them, and then you can post your question on the assignments page. Since it's not available, it's not showing up. Okay, so that's the policy you need to follow. Okay, so if you submit within a specified time, then you will get the grade and then come into peer sports, and then you need to make sure that you are maintaining the due date. Also for the assignments, you need to maintain the due date, and then every day you will be losing marks if you are submitting after the due date up to 5 days, and then after 5 days we are not going to accept. But if there is any issue or anything you feel like you need to let me know, then let me know. I will extend the assignment for you, but make sure you are submitting them. And for reassessment, anything you need to do, you have to make sure that when is the midterm exam, when is the final exam, because our graders also a student, you need to submit those ahead of time. And then after the final exam, I'm not going to accept any new submission. Quizzes you can submit, but then again sometimes I see that students said I forgot. That's not a valid reason. Try to provide me some reason why it happened, and then I will try not to deduct any marks if you are late, but then again you need to let me know. If there is any problem with the midterm exam date and time, so you said that, see that 24 hours time I provided. If you see that you have other exams or you have anything, you can let me know. I will then extend the exam time for you. Final exam, same thing. You need to let me know whether there is any issue. Okay, I think that's it about the course. Let me go to the modules page again. Give it a try. Start reading from the welcome message and then go to the lesson 1. We have enough time for the first one, so you will see that the first discussion page, so you can see the discussion page that's related to the subject area, what are the due dates, and then you will see that I kept them same. So you can see assignment 1, quiz 1, and then these 2 discussions on these lessons, so that means they have the same due date. So you can think about when you would like to do which one, because they are sequential. And then same thing for lesson 3 and lesson 4. So you will see that there are discussion pages, and then quiz, assignments, they all have the same due date. So I don't know why I kept it 12, but it's fine. Usually I keep it same. I hope you will enjoy learning this course. And then if you have any problem, do let me know. Also, one more thing is that what I do during the office hour is I try to respond to you using the examples that we have in the textbook or in the lesson. If you see that there's some problem, or if you see that you don't understand, let me know. I will try to make videos for you, or you can post it on the Piazza page. It's easier because your classmates or maybe myself will be responding here. So I try to relate them to the examples in the textbook so that it's easier for you, or maybe I will make a video. So let me know how you feel comfortable, and then if you do not understand any part, let me know. I'm here to provide help. But if you need to talk to me in person, you know when I'm available on Zoom on Friday at noon. So anytime, let me know. Okay, thank you for registering this course. I hope you will enjoy learning all these statistical methodologies with me. Thank you.